Hello friends, so in this very quick tutorial I wanted to show you how you can set up your Hermes agent to be able to post Pinterest pins, basically fully automated. And just to prove that I actually know what I'm talking about, so here are 3 Pinterest accounts that we are currently running, one of which is for our app Pantry. It's a cooking app where we publish these types of pins. So you can see previously these were OpenClaw automations, and now I've actually switched it to GPT Image 2. Then we have our company account, Gen Viral. This is the SaaS that we're also going to show later to make this all a reality. And we have a third account that we just started, as you can see here, where we have these like more simple looking cookbook style recipes. So without further ado, let me actually show you how you can get started doing the same. And for you to get started, you first need an active Hermes chat interface. Now, in our case, we are using Discord, because again, the automations, they are running as part of our company. And so we wanted to have the Hermes agent live in our Discord so that my co-founder's Hermes agent can also communicate with mine, for example. Now, that doesn't mean that you need one to be in place within Discord. You can also use WhatsApp, you can use Telegram. I've used Telegram before with OpenClaw, for example. The solutions are more or less the same. Again, we just prefer Discord for that matter. Now, for you to get started, you first need a couple of things. You need access to the following API here. And basically what you need to do is you just feed the documents here into into your Hermes chat. What I recommend, if it comes to Discord, and you can see it here, from a general chat, I basically just created a new thread and then tagged the Hermes agent to set up the automation on my behalf. So again, really important when you get started, create the API docs, make it so that it's a common repository. If you are planning to use different social media automations, then it will save you a lot of tokens to have separate MD files for each endpoint. Meaning we have a folder endpoint where, for example, our image folders are stored. We have a Studio AI endpoint where the images in this case, or videos as well, can be generated. The posting endpoint, slideshows, etc., analytics. Again, it will ultimately depend on your the type of automation that you're running. Nonetheless, what I recommend is to have separate MD files again for these different endpoints. And when you run an automation, tell it, okay, for this one, please use the folder endpoint, use the Studio AI endpoint, use the posting endpoint, so that again, it doesn't have to go through the entire automation, so your documentation every time you set up the automation. Now, once you feed your agent the API docs, what you also need to do is you need to sign up for genviral.io. Full disclosure, I'm one of the co-founders. And once you're signed up, you need to give it your API key. So basically what you need to do is you go here into the bottom left and API key, and then you create a new API key. So in this case, they're all, or most of them are under my personal workspace. So basically what you need to do is you click on the API key and you feed your agent the API key. The last thing that you need to do is you need to go here into the social post section and then click on Manage Account and connect the accounts that you want to run the automation for, because the accounts need to be connected to GenViral first prior to being able to run the automation. Now, once that's in case, meaning you fed it the API docs, you fed it the API key, and you connected the accounts that you want to run the automation for, then it's basically just like talking to a normal human being. And that's obviously the beauty of these AI agents, is that things can be done basically just through speech and through talking. Now, what I recommend, generally speaking, is, and I've omitted here already from the top so that you guys don't see it, i.e. my API key, but basically once you've had it in, ask it if it can see, as you can see here, if it can see the accounts or what accounts it can see. Because obviously we first need to make sure that the Hermes agent, or whatever agent you're running for that matter, can actually see the accounts in your GenViral subscription. Now, once that's the case, basically what I like to do is I like to ask, or tell it to ask me clarifying questions. For example, so in the case of the Pinterest automation that I've created, I've basically told it and gave it access to our Pinterest boards. Normally what I like to do is I like to just hard code the boards once, then also made it confirm. And this is, by the way, in the example here is for our GenViral automation. So this would be this one here, as you can see here, basically where we create infographics around social media related content, like a Facebook algorithm, TikTok algorithms, etc., etc. Now, just coming back real quick. On top of that, basically, again, depending on your automation, the details will vary a little bit, because in this case with Pinterest, what I need to confirm is, okay, the boards, for example, that we have, then just to move on, a bunch of captions and everything. So again, seeing and understanding how it would formulate certain posts, the titles and everything, making sure that they're engaging to read. Then also what's really important, and just coming back here to what I was saying before with the Studio AI endpoint, that's basically the one that determines the type of model that you will be using. So in my case, or in the case of automation, I wanted to use GPT Image 2, OpenAI's newest image model, with quality set to medium, aspect ratio 4:5, etc., etc., and then a bunch of other additions to the task MD file. For example, that it should always add the website name in the footer, that it should document the task when it does something. And then as you can see, and that's the beauty of Hermes agent, it recursively improves itself, meaning I gave it a bunch of parameters and then it saw, okay, this is by my task MD file, this is how I have to post it in this particular cadence, etc., etc. And then as we can just see, just to top it off, again, in the case of Pinterest, I wanted to link to our specific pages. For example, we have a TikTok scheduler page, YouTube scheduler page. Again, depending on the type of content that it creates, it will also then link to this particular page. And then again, ultimately, it will depend on your specific automation or the type of content that you want to do. So for example, as you can see here, it was adding like this weird logo, which is obviously not a logo. And I told it please to check the logo file that I attached. Then it did that. I didn't like it as much. So again, a lot of basically back and forth. As you can see here, it added our logo. I didn't like how that was particularly looking. So again, it would be updating its automation and its understanding of the task. And ultimately, as you can see here in the chat, I basically asked it many different times to provide me an example first so that I can review it before I ultimately start to publish it. Similarly, just to show you another one of our automations, because as you can see here, eventually we got done with it and I told it to post the cron job confirmation into Genviral Organic. That's basically all the organic content that we do for Genviral. And now as you can see here, it then posts the confirmation into the chat, meaning that the post was made. Alternatively, and again, coming back to Pinterest again, we have had this example here where, sorry, this is the wrong chat, where basically I wanted to set up another automation for, in this case, our account Emily Cooks. So as you can see here, and what I found was that, as you can see here, for some time, it wasn't posting really the same style that I liked. So as you saw here, that was actually our OpenClaw automation that was running before. And I changed everything to Hermes. But then as you can see, the style broke for whatever reason. It looked completely different. And what ultimately ended up happening is, again, a bunch of back and forth. And then what we realized is that it was actually not the right image source that would be used. So as you can see here, I explicitly pointed it out and I actually attached a correct example that it's not matching the same style and everything. So just to that you guys see here, it's not 100% like I like it to, or like I would have liked it to, compared to this one here. And what ended up happening was that it wasn't using the right endpoint or the right URL variable. So in this case, reference image URL. And as a result, it wasn't actually attaching the images for reference, which then ultimately led to the fact that all of these, as you can see here, kind of looked differently. And now, as you can see here, we are back again to the same looking style. So just to reiterate, point being is when you set up these automations, my honest recommendation for Pinterest, but anything else as well, is to make sure that you create them first in your chat of choice. And then once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and automate it. Just two parting words here that I would like to add as well. First of all, what I really recommend with Pinterest, especially because there's a lot of like variables, for example, the boards and everything that you want to post to, the tags that you want to use, etc., etc. I really recommend first doing it manually. And that brings me to my second point with Pinterest. There is and appears to be like some warm-up period, meaning I do really recommend also to post things manually on the site, as you can see here, for example, for our Pantry account, but it's the same here for the Genviral and Emily Cooks accounts. We also schedule pins manually. I still repin and everything. I still go and manually create new boards that I then feed into Agent. Point being is, don't fully automate everything, still have a little bit of manual intervention, so to say, and manual posting in between. And that is basically the mix that we're currently running. I would say 80% of the content that you're seeing here is automated. And then we still do like a little bit of manual stuff so that we again are sending also good human signals, so to say, to Pinterest that they're seeing, okay, we're genuine users. And as you can see, definitely has gotten us some decent views in return across all of these fairly newly launched accounts that I might add. So this is how you can get started automating your Pinterest content with a Hermes agent or agents in general. Just to reiterate, you need a Genviral subscription. You need to feed your agent the API docs. alongside your API keys, which you can get here in the bottom left. And then you also need to connect your accounts under Manage Accounts, connect them, and then you'll be able to set up the automation just as I did. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. And otherwise, see you in the next video. Peace.